Hello guys and welcome here to the Darlington Raceway, here for race number 7 of the Carvana Wildcard series. This is not a throwback race, unfortunately. Well, I guess actually, now that I think of it, it kinda is, because we're here at Darlington. It's an '09 car set, so I guess you could qualify it, right? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, starting on the pole today will be L.W. Wright in that number 34. To his outside will be Francis Hawes in that number 33 rather. Anyway, let us take a look at your knockout qualifying results. You see that Hawes advanced, Nathan Page, Brad Stover, Matthew Logan, Austin Shaw, Tyler Reed, Tim Horton, and Karen James all advanced. Ian Johnson, Dave James, and Henry Sanford all go home today. It's a big race here at Darlington. We head to Indy the next two, and we saw a rather interesting, actually rather strange finish at Mexico. Will these drivers be able to put that behind them today? We're going to find that out in just a second. Let's take you to your starting lineup here from Darlington. Here we go, they make their way through turns 3 and 4. The pace car is off. L.W. Wright in that front row motorsports car will lead him to the green. And we are now, as after today, 9 or 8 races till the playoffs. Who's going to feel that sense of urgency? Green flag is out, we're underway. The 05 of Andrew Olson there, he got out second. He will now set his sights on that race lead. Like I said, some of these drivers now, this being race 7, there are only 8 more chances after today to get into the playoffs. So definitely a sense of urgency in this series. So the 81 Carter Friesen had an issue there. We'll try and figure that one out soon. Caution is out here. The 09 Matthew Logan might have had something to do with it. See the rest of the field, for the most part, just hanging out, running well. But something tells me that 09 had a part of it.
Power off.
I apologize for that. Bluetooth speaker there. Should have turned that off actually before I started. We'll see some pit stops here, and now's a good time to tell you the NCN calendar for next week. Today's Saturday. Tomorrow we will see at ISM for the Jello Cup Series. That's right, they only get a one-day weekend this weekend. And we'll also see you back here for the Carvana Wildcard Series. That will be at Lucas Oil Raceway Park tomorrow night. After that, the Cup Series on Monday will be going to Auto Club for the Auto Club 400. That will be on Monday. That'll wrap up their West Coast swing on the Cup side. And you see right sides going on a few of these guys. Some of them going 4 tires. In the 0-1, Tim Horton, the beneficiary, he will gain the race lead. Might have been Henry Williams, though. We'll have to go back and take a look. It was a close call. Let's go see what happened. The 09 comes to a complete stop on track, and this will bring out the caution. See, they're stopped. And with the leaders coming, you just can't risk that, unfortunately. So we'll take you back to the green. Pace lights are off. We got the 1 to go. The 09, Matthew Logan, I believe. It is. He's out of the race either way. Tough break for them. Like I was saying on the calendar for the rest of this, for the next couple days, tomorrow we're at Lucas Oil. Pace cars off. And actually, I'll get to that again in a second. I keep forgetting. We got a race to focus on here. Tim Horton, Henry Williams, Austin Shaw, Roger Baranowskis, Dylan Ibrahimian in 5th. Then you got Tyler Faden, Brickhill Sr., Casey Naneko, Anthony Logan, and Andrew Olson. Your top 10 were back underway at the track. Too tough to tame. Now I can get to the calendar. So once again, tomorrow we'll go to Lucas Oil for the Carvana Wildcard Series. That'll kick off 2 straight days in Indianapolis for them, because after that they will go to the Brickyard. Tomorrow also will be the Cup race from Phoenix, and Monday will be the Cup race from Auto Club. So, a loaded schedule the next 2 days. For both series, as Austin Shaw goes to 2nd, and now he'll set his sights on that race lead. Yeah, then of course the Cup Series ends their West Coast swing. They will go straight through Thursday. We will be back on Friday after that with another round of races. You will see the schedule on the NCN Facebook group as to when races will get released, so please stay tuned and pay attention to that. See there, the battle for the lead though is on. Austin Shaw and Tim Horton, and I must say, going back to the schedule, 3rd time's the charm, right? Anyway, I can now focus on the race. Austin Shaw, a go or go homer. So obviously running up front is crucial for this team right now. They need the points, and maybe even looking to play some spoiler. Keep in mind, Tim Horton is also a go or go homer. Both of these guys, even if they win today, they have to crawl back into the top 25. Not only the top 30, but now they got to get in the top 25. The top 25 is the chase bubble or playoff bubble. If you're 26th in the points, you could have 5 wins, but it won't matter at the end of the day, because those 5 wins won't get you in the playoffs if you it won't get you in if you finish 26th in the points. You have to be 25th to make it in. Battle for the lead is on, and Austin Shaw will take it. Also want to shout out to Austin Shaw. Thanks to him for his insight at the road course last race at Mexico. That was yesterday. We saw kind of an awkward finish, but also we changed things up. It was nice to have that insight on track, not only, from his racing background, but the fact that he was able to give us a tour around the track, that is awesome. He will be back for some more road courses coming up soon. The rest of the schedule, though, for him to be determined at this point. But thanks again to him for all of his help yesterday. Back behind them, a battle for third is on. And Baranowskis just tucks back in behind the 18. The 01, though, is lurking on that 47 of Austin Shaw. And if he can set himself up entering turn 1, he should have it. Here we go, and Austin Shaw is going to shut the door. Here comes the 18 into this mix, Henry Williams. One of those guys needing a good result today. Like we said, it's only 8 races to the playoffs after today. So there's definitely a lot of urgency right now entering this race. And you see now the 47 going to gap himself, or put a gap between himself and the 01. And he's actually going to pit. That will hand the lead to Tim Horton. And there goes Baranowskis for second. And the 0 will follow, and you just see how much that 18 is dropping. The high line at this track does not work very well. There goes the 05. He's up in the wall. That'll hand the lead to Anthony Logan. I'm wondering if the 05 meant to pit that lap and was trying to slow down, maybe missed it, and decided not to wreck the field there. Here they come. Peel down to the apron. 98 had to lift for a second there. And you see the rest of the leaders make their way down. And Anthony Logan will lead them at 45 miles an hour. Oh, he's about to miss his pit stall. He'll make it, thankfully. And you see he's going with the right sides. Keep in mind, a lot of guys played strategy and went right sides only the last time. Will they go 4 this time? So far, the 41 is going 4 tires. The 10, Ryan Johnson, he's going to go around and change all 4. Your pole sitter is also in, up ahead. They're going to go 4 tires. Everyone, it looks like, is going to go 4 tires on this stop. And it looks like the 01, no wait, the 47 out to the race lead. And a big one. We've talked about it the past few races. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, we haven't really talked about it yet, but there's got to be a room for error. Austin Shaw now has a major room for error. Sorry, my recording's way off. I'm not going to say anything about talking about it in the past, but anyway, yeah, there's no room for error normally, but being up 3.5 seconds right now, if you have to make one more pit stop, that 47 is going to have a lot of room for error if everyone cycles around the pit. So they don't have to feel the pressure of getting a super fast stop, which is nice for them. But let's go through the field since we got, looks like, a lot of gap, but a pretty big gap between a lot of these leaders. Austin Shaw is the race leader right now. Tim Horton is in second. Brick Hill Sr. in the top 30 for the first time this season. So he didn't have to worry about qualifying on time. He's running in third. Good run for the J. Robinson group. Audra Baranowskis for CJM. She is in fourth. Good run going for them. Dylan Ibrahimian stays in fifth. Henry Williams lost a few spots on that cycle of stops. I can imagine there's some frustration there. And actually, I did forget they were caught up on the high line too, so that didn't help anything. They are currently in sixth. Bafode Sacco, he's in seventh right now. Good run going for that team after Mexico. Anthony Logan is in eighth. Casey Naneko currently in ninth. And behind Casey Naneko, his two teammates are battling things out. The 10 of Ryan Johnson, the 38 of Dylan Young, and the 10 of Ryan Johnson is now the 10th place driver. So good run going for Braun Racing. 3 of their cars in the top 11 right now. Tyler Faden is currently in 12th. 13th is Frodemar Otts. 14th is Tyler Reed right now, trying to crawl back into the top 30. And he might gain another position here off of Tyler Faden's misfortune. Currently 14th is Rick Johnson. 15th is Joshua Saculli. Now 16th is Tyler Faden. You saw how many spots he lost on that inside because of that inside lane. 17th is Mike Miller. Good run going for them so far. William Brock is in 18th. Dan Hummel is in 19th. Haven't talked much about him this season. Anyway, and then Greg Graff is in 20th. That is through the field right now. Meanwhile, back up front, we hit 10 laps of racing to go. And the lead is shrinking. It's down to 2.8. And not only is the lead shrinking, here comes the 01 and the 49, and a whole mess of these guys have finally caught each other. You gotta wonder now how long it'll take. Obviously the draft is not as big here, but it's still big. See, it shrank down to 2.4. They're gaining about 0.4 of a second a lap, if I had to guess. $29.73 last lap, 30 compared to a 30.14. So yeah, about 0.4 a lap they're gaining that lap. We'll see this time at the line. It looks like it's a lot closer. 2.15. And that time, lap time's about the same. About the same distance, I should say. Excuse me. Here comes the 47 to the pit lane. That just might be a sign that the tires are worn out. 47 is in though. Let's take a look at their stop, see what they do. Because what they do could be the decision that's made by these race leaders as well. The other race leaders as well. Alright, see they're in the right sides are going on. And the leaders stay out another lap. And it looks like it's right sides only for the 47. Will that be the trend when the leaders in fact do pull to that or make the hard left turn to get to the pit lane? See the 41, Anthony Logan, he's going to take over the race lead now. Like I said, what will the trend be? See, the 10 of Ryan Johnson also stayed out. The 98 Tyler Reed, 31 Joshua Sucully, Dan Hummel, Greg Graff, Andrew Olson, Devin Blue, William Brock, and a whole bunch of others stayed out that extra lap. Joshua Sucully decides to stay out another lap on top of that. He will be the new race leader with 4 laps to go. And the 1 also stayed out. Cement Ozkan in the 87 of Devin Blue. Here comes the 31, along with the rest of them. This will for sure guarantee that they can make it to the finish. It'll be interesting. Who will be the race leader? It's gas only for the 31. See, the one downside about being the race leader is you're the trendsetter. And Austin Shaw took right sides. The rest of these leaders took, it looks like some of them took fuel only. And if the 41 took fuel only, this is the reason we have this battle for the lead right now. Here we go, the inside. And Austin Shaw is going to get it. So my guess is the 41 went no tires, just gas. And Austin Shaw with 2 laps of racing to go. Can he make up for some mishap at Mexico? Here they come. White flag is out. 1 more lap of racing to go. We've mentioned the mishaps of Austin Shaw this season. That team has not put up the results that you would think they would. They've fallen outside of the top 30. Look at that car. That car has no decals on it other than the hood. They'll be adding some after today, I'm sure, as Austin Shaw wins at Darlington. And congratulations to him. An excellent race for that team. A much needed win to get on the right track. I don't know if this will propel them into the top 30 though, as that gap is pretty big. And it certainly won't propel them right away into the top 25, but it is a start for them. And maybe they can ride this and make this kind of a hot streak going for them. Anyway, we want to thank you for watching. We'll see you at Lucas Oil Raceway tomorrow, and then Indianapolis on Monday. And if you're also going to watch more racing tomorrow on this channel, we'll see you also at ISM for the Ticket Guardian 400. Here come your results and standings. Goodbye, everyone.